Kavanaugh emerged from behind the court's red velvet curtains just after 10 o'clock this morning with his new colleagues. And also present in the courtroom was Justice Anthony Kennedy, whose retirement in July opened the seat that Kavanaugh filled. When Kavanaugh emerged and the entire court took its seat, it was in some sense a visible manifestation of a moment that conservatives had waited for several decades, seemingly working a conservative majority of 5 justices, and it was equally a moment that liberals have dreaded. He was welcomed to the bench by the Chief Justice, who in a traditional way wished him a long and happy career in the common calling with the other justices. And the atmosphere in the courtroom today was very much at odds with a lot of the tension and rancor that surrounded Kavanaugh's confirmation. The court can never exactly be called lighthearted in its sessions, but it was almost that today. There was lots of laughing on the bench. At one point, Justice Sonia Sotomayor appeared to playfully pinch Justice Neil Gorsuch sitting next to her as she asked a question in one of the cases that was being argued. Kavanaugh pretty much immediately dived into his new work. He waited about 18 minutes before he asked his first questions, after most of his other colleagues had spoken.
We do not consent. We do not consent.
There were protesters outside the court this morning, but very few, especially compared to Saturday, when there was a loud and large demonstration in front of the court that included protesters actually going up onto the court plaza and the court steps, which is usually forbidden here at the court. Today, the police had up barricades to try to prevent that from happening. In any event, there was a rather small group of protesters who were mainly camped out near the back of the court, near the court's garage where the justices go in and out before they marched around.
Say it loud, say it clear. Kavanaugh is not welcome here.
Today was his first public appearance, and from the justices' perspective, it was almost business as usual. It's a very small world of the 9 of them, and they have every desire to get along with each other and not to be divided in the same sort of acrimonious way that marked Kavanaugh's nomination and confirmation process.